Hi, my name's Sabrina Hamilton, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Co-Festival of Performance. This is our 21st season on the Amherst College campus, and this year we're doing a season that is devoted to a theme, and our theme is an irreverent and intergenerational look at age and aging. Okay, it's a tongue twister. But what we are doing is spending 5 weeks of shows with artists who are coming from all over the country to give us their take on this process that happens to all of us. And they are in very, very different styles. That's one of the things that's fun about the festival. It's a little bit like the singer-songwriter thing, in that we don't do standard plays. All of our shows are created by the artists who come to Amherst to perform them. So it's all homegrown. And because it is Amherst, where only the H is silent, we do post-show discussions after every single show, performance about our season theme. And we have some special guests coming for them as well, so that will be kind of interesting. Our first show, and you can see them kind of working in the background here, is Connie Congdon, who is actually local, and she's doing a show called Is Sex Possible? It's about the trials and tribulations of sex and dating after you hit the ages of 50 or 60 or etc. And I think it's going to be a great way of breaking the ice. No holds barred. It's very funny and will break through any sacred cows. And then on Sunday night at 8, we have a special lecture forum. Ashton Applewhite, who is a blogger from New York, is doing a session called Staying Vertical. And it's what she's discovered through her own investigations into aging is that a lot of the myths that we have in pop culture are actually really wrong when you look at the statistics and when you look at it a little more deeply. And that's going to be followed by a community forum with a chance for people to really talk about their feelings about age and aging. Also, we will be having an interactive installation. And if you go to our website, you actually can participate online or come by the theater and we can add you into this visual installation that everybody will see when they walk in. Now, week 2 of the festival, we're moving to more of a middle-aged take on our season theme. Sarah Felder, who has been really popular in her previous performances at Co, is coming back for the 3rd time, and she's doing a show called A Queer Divine, and that is a show that is very much about those realizations of middle age that maybe some of your dreams are not going to come true. You're not going to be a ballet dancer, probably. But she discovers what she does love, and also there's a realization that some of the things you love are going to pass on. The great thing about Sarah is that she is also a kick-ass juggler, and she is able to use juggling as a kind of metaphor for the things that she's talking about in her show. And then on that Sunday night, we have our annual favorites. The Meadowy River Company come every year, and they perform outdoors in the Amherst Observatory lawn, and they have puppets and live music and masks. And this year, they're doing a show, Communications from a Cockroach, which is based on these cartoon figures from the 1920s and 1930s. There's a little cockroach who writes by jumping from key to key on a typewriter, and that will be quite charming. People bring picnics, it's inexpensive, it's a fun event. Then the following week, week 3, we have Deb Margolin, who is also returning to the festival. She's coming up from the New York City area. Her show actually has the longest play title, I think, ever known to humankind. The full title is the text of a voicemail that Clarence Thomas's wife recently left for Anita Hill. And it's a show that's also that middle-age thing about sort of finding middle age meeting road rage. The next, and that Sunday night we have an event that we started last year that was so popular we're doing it again. It's a story slam. Now some of you may have heard of poetry slams, which are competitive poetry events. We do one with stories, and all the stories have to be related to our season theme of age and aging, any age, and they are live, first person, 5 minutes or less. We have a cash bar, we have prizes, people can come to vote. There are ways for people who want to be able to tell stories to the community as well as our community of artists here at the festival. And if people are feeling a little bit unsure, we have free coaching by festival artists for people on how to tell their story. Then week 4 of the festival, we have a company coming in from Portland, Oregon. They're an ensemble called Hand to Mouth. And one of their performers, it's sort of a younger point of view on our season theme. And Erin Letty, one of their performers, spent a year with her grandmother, who was a retired actress, and she documented it. And so the show that you're going to see at Co is sort of a duet with that absent grandmother. It's sort of her grandmother's final performance through being embodied by her granddaughter. It's quite beautiful, and is that sort of younger indie theater scene point of view. And then our final week of the season, we have Sandglass Theatre, who are from just up the road in Putney, Vermont, but they are also very much beloved in Europe in particular. And they are doing the world premiere of a new show called D-Generation. It's directed by a director from El Salvador, and we have been collaborating on this project together. It's a piece that is, the text of it was made by going into nursing homes and facilities where people have late-stage dementia, and there's a special technique called time slips, and they gathered stories, and those stories have become the text of the play, and our oldest characters in the whole festival are actually played by these extremely beautiful puppets. And Sandglass Theatre's actors then play the attendants for these senior citizen puppets and manipulate them. And one of the things I think that is really interesting is that the season goes the whole range from sex and dating in those later years to late stage dementia, and in a way finds the beauty in that whole aging process. I think we're going to demystify it. I think we're going to look at the nitty gritty, and we invite people to come join us. So as you can see, we're very busy beavers over here at the Holden Theatre on the Amherst College campus. For those of you not familiar with the campus, it's right off of South Pleasant Street. We are right behind the alumni gym and the white clapboard admissions office. Plenty of free parking, the theater's air conditioned, the seats are comfortable, and we'd love to meet you this summer.